We'll have more of Chris's sit-down with Anthony Davis later this season, but right now we have gameplay director Mike Wang in the house for the first 2K20 expert tips. Hey Mike, welcome.
Thanks so much for having me here.
Yes, Mike. Now, what can we share with the fans today?
Yeah, well, the first thing to mention is probably that if you play 2K for a while, the major controls are all the same, so you'll feel right at home with 2K20. But dribbling has changed a little bit, so this year you do everything with each flick of the stick. So if you tap up on the right stick, for example, this year, instead of getting a whole slew of moves, you get just a simple crossover, single between the legs, and this changes based on the player.
In terms of shooting, I know a lot of people were talking about different shot meter options and whatnot.
Hey, there's the guy I'm looking for. How you feeling, Che? You ready to get this W?
You acting weird? I mean, really, you're making it more weird. What's up? Just tell me.
Okay, it's your clothes. They're a problem. You're a star now. You gotta act like one.
What's wrong with my clothes? What's wrong with them? I mean, they're great. I stand by this suit.
Is this thing even tailored? I'm not saying you have to come in here looking like Russell Westbrook with an astronaut helmet and suspenders, but you gotta put some effort in. If you want to wear a suit, that's great. That's a classic look, but go and get a nice one. And for the love of everything good in this world, please get it tailored. Act like you've been there before.
All right, I'm gonna get new clothes. Can I get ready for the game now?
You're the greatest.
Oh, good.
Hey guys, how's it going?
You've been a lot of work at the gym. Yeah, I see it.
And I'm the best one in shape.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
why do I got?
ready for this long bus ride?
From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Orlando Magic in this one as they go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder has moved up the rankings defensively year after year. Coach Billy Donovan's.
And they bring that physicality. Thank you, David. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Warriors. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And checking out the Magic, they had some high hopes coming out of the gate, frustrated with their level of play thus far, but they certainly have the pieces to be a factor in this race.
Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. For the Magic, Jay's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Evan Fournier comes in for Terrence Ross. And it's Fulton for Augustine. Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on three guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. You combine three of those guys with the skill set, so one has it, and the other two are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And
tough
all of those
defend,
guys,
right? I mean,
yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin. On top of that, if we talked about their physical nature and stature, I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems. But man, three guards, three long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Schroeder. And it's a 6-point Thunder lead.
When you have a guy like Gallinari run the court and you're expecting them to pull up for the three, he can also fast break and get the layup.
Murray the pass to Jay. And the rejection by Noel.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Fournier the bounce pass. Here's Jay. And again, unable to change momentum here. Gallinari surveying the D. To the left wing. Here's Muscala. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Muscala's got 6 points. The Magic trail by 11. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
That one good for 2.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Fultz. Gallinari down low. Aminu grabs the miss.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot. Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Now Schroeder in the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Gallinari, nice shot from the wing. 7 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Murray outside. Pass to Fournier. Jay, he's covered by Noel. No good from Jay. Thunder coming to this one after the win against New Orleans.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
To the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, Brand Jordan is no stranger to taking risks, and they have decided to take one on Che. That's right. They inked him to a shoe contract, and we should see the two of them working closely in the near future.
I agree, Greg. And Che has a colorful background with his time in college, but that is exactly the type of player Jordan was after. To me, at least, it seems like a very good fit. Fultz kicks to Fournier, down low. Good, nice play there from Jay. Jay's got 9 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Passes to Schroeder. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. He gets it in there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Aminu. Here's Jay. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Fournier passes to Fultz. Murray surveying the D. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Noel. Pushing it up for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
There's the pass to Jay. Another shot. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And slam dunk by Noel. And the Thunder making a change here. Adams checked in. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Kem Birch. Jay comes in for Bamba. Isaac's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Ross in for Fournier. They've got Steven Adams. Gallinari is out there with Muscala. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Schroeder in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And you watch Dennis Schroeder, you can see how deadly Brent he can be when he's locked in.
Well, he accepted the role in Oklahoma City about coming off the bench and trying to be a spark plug. For Schroeder, it's really about consistency, Kevin.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Danilo Gallinari. Last season, he played outstanding. Put up about 19 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor. Love that versatility.
Gallinari with the steal. Here's Schroeder. Buries it down low. Schroeder's got his first points of the game.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Orlando.
Passes it to Isaac. His three-pointers off the mark. Thunder trailing by 4. Schroeder outside. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Fultz the pass to Jay. And that one is stuffed right through.
Fultz is not just looking to score the ball, he also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates.
Here's Schroeder. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Isaac. Here's Jay. That one doesn't go. And the Thunder going the other way now. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Well, when Danilo Gallinari came into the NBA, Brent, he was just a catch-and-shoot type player. But he's so much more than that now.
Well, I think with the way the league has changed with the three-point shot and Gallinari's ability to do that, he's gotten a lot smarter about picking his spots when the pump fake can drive in and draw some contact.
The pass to Ross. To the middle. It's stolen by Muscala. 3-on-3. Schroeder finds Muscala. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans. 5 on the clock. From the wing, it's deflected. It's stolen by Muscala. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a 6-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
Fournier is checked in for Fultz.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Adams against Vucevic. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Clock at 4. From down in the low post, it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size and an intriguing scorer.
Shot to stop the run, and it's Vucevic missing.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
It's off his leg, and they're saying he kicked the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Muscala. Inside, here's Gallinari. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 11.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there, works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing this thing there.
From deep, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and
thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Kem Birch is checked in for Vucevic. Jay comes in for Aaron Gordon. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Fournier subbed in for Ross. And the free throw, no good.
Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
So on the floor for Orlando, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. Jay out there with Aminu, and it's Birch in at the center, locking down the middle.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's Schroeder. He's got 8. Robertson the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander, and he slams it one-handed.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure that guys think about him when they're attacking the rim. It's been incredible for this team in Oklahoma City to have the type of success and sustained success under general manager Sam Presti, a playoff team in 10 of their 12 seasons in Oklahoma City.
And the dunk by Robertson.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Pass to Aminu. Here's Fournier, defended by Robertson. Birch the pass to Jay. Back to Birch. And the rejection by Noel. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. And he jams it with authority.
Well, Robertson, a nice job that time distributing the basketball, and a dependable player in these offensive schemes if he does that.
And Brent, for the Thunder, they have a 500 record or better in the last decade. Only one of 3 teams to do that.
A lot of people don't realize the sustained success that's happened here in Oklahoma. And in the decade, they've had the 2nd best record overall, trailing only San Antonio in that regard.
Pass to Noel. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And there it is for him. Gallinari's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice swing action there. Gallo, he simply squares up and rises to the occasion.
Here's Jay. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Robertson finds Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Schroeder against Fournier. Here's Birch, and the layup falls. Birch has got 6 points.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Are there any players, Brent, you have been surprised with how good they've become?
Well, last year, the evolution of Pascal Siakam and what he was able to do in Toronto was just out of nowhere. And what an incredible run he had, being a huge part of getting that team into the NBA Finals for the first time. Canada saw finals basketball, the birthplace of basketball.
The Toronto Huskies, you're right.
Pascal Siakam last year was such a huge eye-opener.
How about his game 1 in the finals? Unbelievable.
Tremendous and great confidence, and the way that he can play, Kevin, very difficult to match up against. Shooting threes, transition, long on defense. It'll be interesting to see in the years to come how far Pascal Siakam comes in the league.
That's good from Noel.
And Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Jay, Gallinari covering. Here's Augustine. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, that mid-range Jay usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
He kicks it to Aminu. The pass to Fournier. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Aminu with the bounce pass. A floater. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari. And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And Fournier over to help. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel to the inside. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Noel. 22 points for Gallinari.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Aminu, down low. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Nader. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. And he makes the first but misses the second.
And for Coach Billy Donovan of the Thunder, a lot on the line. In his last year of a 5-year contract with the team, the end result of this team will determine his future with the franchise.
Well, this team has never missed the playoffs under his watch, and the interesting thing with the massive trades that happened in the offseason, how much Billy Donovan gets the opportunity now to teach and coach this group of players.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Got it off in time. That shot misses. Danilo Gallinari, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Oklahoma City. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Nerlens Noel, then there's Gallinari, and it's Nader in at the small forward position. The Magic trail by 6. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Taking 2 shots. He misses the free throw. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Noel. And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Outside Fournier. Passes it to Aminu. To the paint. It's tipped. Birch tries again, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
No good on the free throw.
What's up?
Paul, no good on the free throw. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Tough last year for Robertson with the knee injury and missing a lot of the season, as he's a defensive staple for this team.
So he gets them both. And with Robertson, his absence last year was definitely felt.
Yeah, it hurt the starting lineup and some of the balance that they had established for the last 3 or 4 seasons with Robertson in the lineup. He raises the level of that defensive intensity on a nightly basis. Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound. Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time. Have a great evening.
Ultimately, it's about getting my guys involved. That's what I thrive on. We all got to eat, ain't? I want none of my guys going home hungry.
You're a warrior poet, Sarge, like my main man, Tupac.
No, hold up. No, Tupac is not your main man.
What? Sure he is.
Okay, name me one Tupac
You
song.
know what? I refuse to dignify this witch hunt with a response.
That's what I thought. All right, Sarge, favorite Tupac song?
I get around.
Straight banger. Love that
All
track.
right, no, that's enough out of you, Hornet. Look, Sarge, thanks so much for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you on.
Hey, anytime, hey? Yeah, Sarge, everybody. Man, I love hearing what he has to say. He's just a real interesting guy.
Yeah, well, why you gotta embarrass me like that in front of Sarge, Hank?
That is all on you, man.
What?
Seriously.
I know plenty of Tupac. I just don't like being put on the spot like that.
Sure you do. All right, new sponsor of the show. Fellas, do you have low T?
Now that's the way you do it, kid. Hey, you taking notes?
Yeah, man, I wrote in my special notebook.
I always knew you was a smart kid, man. I don't care what they say about you.
Hilarious.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Move the family to the docks.
I'm looking for some new kicks. Thought I'd come and see what's up.
Hey, great. Let me know how I can help. Those look awesome. Great choice. Good choice. Good choice.
Sorry, maybe next time.
Yeah, no problem. Whoa, you're back? You having second thoughts?
I just need to see one more thing.
Those look awesome. Great choice.
I think I'm good next time.
No worries. Have a good night.
Hey, thanks for coming in. Let me know if you need anything.
All right, you got it.
I like it. Great choice.
Easy decision. This is the one. Thanks, Casey.
You got it. Back so soon. Did you forget something?
Yeah, you know. Hey, thanks for letting me take a look around.
Of course. Have a great day.
You too.
Hi, welcome. You see anything? Let me know.
All right, man. Thanks.
That looks great.
Hey, this is exactly what I needed. Thanks.
You're welcome. See you soon.
Hey, welcome back. Can I get you something new?
Yeah, we'll see. Sorry, maybe next time.
Yeah, no problem.
My girl soft in the shape like a strawberry. With a tat like Stephon Marbury. Carry all my dirt. Bury all of my sins staring out of the bins.
What about some of the new dribbling systems? You mentioned having dual stick dribbling.
Yeah.
What tips can you give to some newcomers to 2K as well as some of the hardcore players?
Yeah, well, I think what we wanted to do with the dribbling system this year is make it so that anybody could pick up the sticks and be successful early on. You can kind of get by with just the left stick. You can get simple like stops and snatchbacks by just throwing the stick. But yeah, once you get kind of used to the way your player moves, and there's 27 different dribble styles, you're gonna want to try to start to move.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Stars Spangled Banner. Getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Kings. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, after a 16-year run where they made the playoffs 15 times and won the NBA title.
Seems like they are. Thanks, DA. A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. DJ Augustine out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. And for Dallas, Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there. Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dwight Powell comes in for Luka Doncic. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Jay's checked in for Gordon. Murray comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Evan Fournier's checked in for Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. Doris, one of the biggest free agent signings in years. LeBron James going to the Lakers. What did you think of his first season with L.A.?
Well, when you're LeBron James, perhaps no athlete in the history of the NBA has borne the weight of expectation as much as LeBron. So if there's anything short of a playoff appearance, there's disappointment. But what I would say is, through Christmas Day and his first real injury that he had to endure, LeBron was playing like an MVP. We are talking about one of the greatest to ever do it. I expect them to turn things around in Lakerland this year.
I agree with you, and I agree on your prediction. To the middle, here's Jay. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you look at the Mavericks' numbers last season, the need for shooting is obvious.
And I think, Greg, what's shocking is poor shooting is not something you have historically associated with the Mavs. But when you look at it through last season, they took a high rate of threes and a high rate of free throws. And yet, both of those percentages were poor. That's an area for improvement this season.
Bounce pass from Wright. Powell with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. There's the pass to Marjanovic. 5 on the clock. Trying to end the drought. They get it back. Tries again. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Powell, the pass to Porzingis. A three-pointer off the mark. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. Up top, Powell. Right outside. From downtown, Aminu grabs the miss.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 6-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson. How he performed last season. Last season, put up about 9 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And right now, he's just a role player, but he's working hard and contributing in spurts.
Well, we've certainly seen flashes of what this guy can do, but he has got to find a way to consistently do it if he wants to be a starter.
Murray against Powell. Goes back up. The shot misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence the crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And that one's good. Wright's got his second bucket tonight.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
There's the 3. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Aminu. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, Wright with it. Thompson with it. Defended now by Fournier. Powell with the bounce pass. Just 5 on the clock. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Porzingis inside. Guarded by Fultz. Passes it to Marjanovic. And Wright kicks to Brunson. Got a piece of it. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Dallas Mavericks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia.
My older brother, he was a big fan of him.
So the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway's checked in for Wright. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And so in the game for the Magic, Ross and Gordon are the wing. Jay out there with Vucevic. And it's Augustine in at the point. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
The Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
Yeah, if they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. Back to Augustine. Inside. They need this. Bank shot. No good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start him.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
Second free throw, no good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Second chance shot and can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. Out of Würzburg, Germany, undrafted Maxi Kleber with a strong start, Doris, to his career.
Incredible to think he grows up in the same small town as Dirk Nowitzki, and he first meets Dirk when he's 12 years old. What an amazing story for them to become teammates on the Mavericks. So cool.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now the Mavericks with it. Right now on a 14-0 run. To the inside. And J.J. Barea, the bucket on the assist by Doncic. Barea's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. They come into this one. That jam!
Get out of the way! Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Dallas has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Barea finds Doncic. Right wing. Here's Kleber. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Pass to Ross. Back to Augustine. Here's Vucevic. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Augustine against Barea. And here's Porzingis for a three. Orlando grabs the miss.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Dallas leading by 8. To the paint. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The numbers for Luka Doncic absolutely staggering. The only rookie ever to average over 20 points, 7 boards, and 5 assists.
And such impressive poise and confidence for Luka Doncic, Doris. He's unfazed by the NBA.
I think it makes sense, Kevin, when you consider this young man has been playing as a pro and against men since the age of 16. And by 17, he was tearing up the EuroLeague. This guy was ready to make the leap.
And it's time for an injury report. Now let's send it over to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, for an update on Boban Marjanovic. David.
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Mavericks head athletic trainer. He told me that it's a sprained knee, and while he is in extreme pain right now, he appears to have escaped without suffering any tears. And they count on him to provide in all ways. Now that he's out, they're in a precarious situation. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Back to Augustine. Pass to Ross. Latrey. No good from Jay.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
Boy, guys, you think about the turnaround in Orlando last season. One of the big parts of that turnaround, obviously, was the great production they got out of the center position.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Hardaway. And a change for the Magic. Ken Birch is checked in for Vucevic.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
No good from Jay.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The Mavericks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And he knocks down the first one.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side. And that can always help a team's cause.
And Orlando making a change here. Fultz is checked in. Here's Jay, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. That's good from Jay. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Here's Doncic. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Jay, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Jay's got 15 points. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Barea surveying the floor. Fultz brings the double team. Barea dishes to Wright. Launches a 3. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 6 assists here tonight. Down low, here's Jay. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks taking a 19-point lead into the break. They've been playing some And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly. A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. DeLon Wright comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. Orlando also making some changes. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Jay comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And Fournier subbed in for Augustine. A live body off the bench. Dwight Powell gives you productive minutes.
He does, Kevin, and that's most reflected in the plus-minus when you look at his stats. This is a guy who hasn't averaged a ton of minutes, but he scores and he defends at a high level when he's given those minutes.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. DeLon Wright is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Brunson. And Bamba pulls it down. The Magic trail by 19. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. And Gordon over to help. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Ross grabs the board.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Powell, the pass to Porzingis. Here's Brunson. That one good for 2. Brunson's got 6.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
Here's Jay, and he banks in the layup.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Mavericks leading by 17. Brunson finds Doncic. Powell with it. Some nice passing here by Dallas. To the paint. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Wright. Wright's got his 4th assist in this one. Now the pass to Gordon. Jay, guarded by Porzingis. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Ken Burge is checked in for Bamba. Doncic outside. Brunson kicks to Powell. Back to Brunson. And it's blocked. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. Here's Fournier. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
What a skilled finish from Evan Fournier. The experience and the toughness to overcome the defense.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one. Doris, if I were to ask you right now in the league who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back 3 will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
Brunson knocks it loose. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 16-5 run. They get it back. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Jay.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Good on the shot.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions? This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Brunson kicks to right, passes it to Doncic. At the top of the key, Powell. 6 to shoot. And it's right missing. The Magic trail by 12. Gordon, the pass to Ross. On the wing, Gordon. Doncic with the steal. Right against Fournier. The feed to Powell. Puts it up from 7. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. And the turnover again by Orlando.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Wright. Some last season stats for him. Put up 8 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Porzingis. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Jay. Here's Doncic. He's got 21. Knocked loose. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. Here's Jay. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Powell's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the...
Here we go now.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Magic trail by 12. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Orlando, Fournier and Gordon on the wing. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then there's Jay. And it's Birch in at the 5. Mavericks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Augustine against Wright.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
Isaac's checked in for the Magic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
That one is off. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 13-point lead.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Pass to Isaac. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Jay, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Pass to Powell. Now here's Wright. Doncic dishes to Powell. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Jay, and he overshot that one, missing. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Hardaway goes in. Kicks to Wright. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass earning an additional opportunity.
Doncic outside. And Fournier over to help. Doncic finds Powell. Offensive rebound, Hardaway. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
It's proving very difficult to guard Tim Hardaway.
.124 left in the 4th quarter. And Jay gets the whistle that time. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And we've seen Hardaway be a much more efficient player than in the past.
What we know, Kevin, unequivocally, is that this young man can score the basketball. But what you hope is the best players in the NBA are all about efficiency. That's what you want Hardaway Jr. thinking about. How can I be the most efficient guy on the floor?
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Mavericks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Luka Doncic.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
Dallas making a switch here. Lee's checked in. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, GA. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Jay offline with the baseline jumper. Here's Kleba. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciate it. At times, just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Che, talk about your defense a little. What helped you lead the team in steals tonight?
I think it came down to us executing our defensive scheme really well. When everyone's in the right spot on D, it allows you to be a little bit more aggressive, knowing your guys got your back. So that's what you guys saw out there tonight.
Great. Thanks, Che.
Patty, defense wins games.
You know it.
Nice game, Che.
Thanks, B.
Che, can I grab you real quick?
Patty, the great reporter. What's up?
I got Che. You set a new career high for points scored tonight. What does that say about your growth as a player?
I think it's opportunity more than anything. The more time I get, the more I can produce. If you give me a chance to get into rhythm, I'm deadly out there. And you saw that tonight, Patty.
Good stuff. Thanks for your time, Che.
It's all good. Hey, you guys good over here? I saw a little something going on.
Yes. Then definitely.
Yo, Che. Thanks for making this.
What's up, man? No problem. What do you need me to do?
You know, I don't actually know. I think you're just going to be running some drills with the kids. Don can tell us more.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Don.
Oh, hey, yeah.
What's
Levi.
up, my man?
What's going on, Che?
Hey, Don. What's up, bro?
Che?
So, look, I'm at your service. Let me know what you want me to do.
Yeah. Just hang on a second. About to do a 1v1 with a camper.
Okay.
Hey, I need a contest winner. All right, there he is. Come on over here, young man. Hey, let me ask you something. Are you ready to go one-on-one with an NBA star? Yeah? All right, man. We're going to let you take it out, okay?
Oh.
Good luck. Use your best move. Come on, guys. Let's clear out.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, easy.
Didn't realize he'd be here. Don, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Can you fill me in on what we're doing here?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, Che, it would be great if maybe after lunch you could run some drills with the kids, a little ball handling, maybe some shooting, something
I can do that.
Whatever the instructors are doing.
Yeah.
Right? Sound good?
Great.
Great. Awesome. I'll be right back.
All right, thanks, Don.
Thanks.
Time's lunch.
I don't know. Let me find out for you.
Gotcha.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
All right.
Good evening. You looking for anything in particular?
Hey, I'm just browsing. I'll let you know, all right? Sorry, maybe next time.
Yeah, no problem.